showtime.
Hello. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the show. I am your host, Robert, a.k.a. The Tall Man. This is my co-host and lovely wife, Lisa, a.k.a. Mrs. Tall Man. Not that anyone ever calls her that. And I got to say before we get going to all of my favorite internet trolls. There you go. You can just eat my shorts. Yeah. We are coming to you live right now from the incredibly windy back of the Duck 11 here on the Carnival Horizon. If you can't tell from everything blowing around here, it is blowing something fierce. Here's our Deck 10 cam, right behind us here, looking down in the pool there, the Tides pool. We hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we get into the show, I just want to say our thoughts and prayers to those who were on the American Eagle flight that collided with the Black Hawk helicopter there in Washington. And again, it's a sad day for that. And so we want to at least have a thought and a prayer for all those who've been affected by that horrible tragedy. So please, if you're the praying type, say some prayers for those families.
Absolutely.
On that note, we are going to be going over. Oh, geez, there we go. What's just going again? Here we go. We are going to be going over Deck 10 and 11. And so, you know what that means, right? So let's get right to it. Hey everybody, today Lisa and I, we are on the Carnival Horizon. We're on the Lido deck, or Deck 10. And up here it's a mixed deck. There are cabins up in the front, but we'll show you those in a different video. We're going to show you all the public areas or the outside areas. And we are back here in the rear elevators. So we're going to go out the door here and show you the Tides bar area and the Tides pool, and then give you a 360-degree look. Let's go over to the right. If you're wanting pizza, here is your Pizzeria del Capitano. There's lots of seating out here. A drink station. There is access to get upstairs here. Apparently, for whatever reason, it's closed. Don't know why. There's people up there. Very strange. So again, here's your Tides pool. And then you can see right out the back here. What you're looking at down there, that's the back of Deck 5. That's for the Havana Suites. That's exclusive to the Havana Suites. Another set of stairs to get up to Deck 11. Coffee station here. Of course, the Tides bar. And then you have your seafood shack right here. They love seafood. This is sort of an a la carte menu. It's not included. The price list is right there. Now let's go into the Lido Marketplace or the buffet. It is basically separated into two areas. You have the area here, which we'll show you in just a second, and then a similar area on the other side. Again, we'll show you that as well. So here's a nice drink station, water, coffee, hot chocolate. There's an entrance here to Cucina, as well as the Asian kitchen. So here's your buffet area. They're getting ready for lunch. So you've got station here, station there. Over here is the deli. This is where they make sandwiches for you. And there's sort of another station over there, which is usually desserts. And they have a station over here, which is desserts as well. Sometimes it's fruit, sometimes it's dessert. They move around. So Lisa and I were talking about, on one of our live shows, the hand cleaning stations. This is them. I know it says, sorry, I'm not working. But basically what you do is you shove your hand down in here, and there's a sensor. And when the sensor realizes your hand is in there, the water comes on, and it spins around in a circle in there with a little bit of soap, and it cleans your hands. So it's very, very unique. What I find most interesting is I think we've only found 2 of them on the entire ship that are working. And they don't have a old school backup where you just walk up and turn on the water. So you may have to go use the restrooms if you want to wash your hands. Now here's the other side. Again, full drink station here. This is a bigger sign because you've got multiple stations here, plus your 2 big stations here in the middle. I said they're getting ready for lunch. Roast pork today for lunch. And they have sort of the same thing on this side that they had on the other side. Both sides are exactly the same. Gonna have fruit and breads and empanadas here. More fruit and some cookies. Ice cream is right here. Out here to the main pool area now. There's the drink station right here to my right. Over here to the left is Guy's Burgers. We'll turn around so you can see it. So there's your Guy's Burgers. All the fixins for you to add. And the midship elevators and stairs are right over there, as well as bathrooms. So this is where the sail away party happens right here. A lot of the pool activities all happen in this area right here. And probably one of the biggest activities that happen here is are the bars. On one side is the Blue Iguana, and on the other side here is your Red Frog. Stairs to get up to deck 11. You need towels. You can get your towels right here. If you have little ones that need a life vest, they have them here for you. Now this leads to the forward elevators and stairs, and the only thing back here are cabins. So we're not going to go all the way through here, but there's your forward elevators and stairs. So let's turn around and cover the other side for you. They do movies out here. They show them up there. As I mentioned, here's your Blue Iguana. So here's the Blue Iguana Cantina. You can do burritos and tacos and things, and the salsa bar that goes with it. And a drink station. Let's see is this one working? Here, Lisa, hold that. Let me see if I can get this to work. And it stops automatically. Paper towels. Where they have that thing full. Can't get any out. That's how you wash your hands here on the Carnival Horizon. So we're back into the other side now of the buffet, or the Lido Marketplace. Another ice cream station. We sort of showed you this from the other side, but I just want to let you know you can get here as well. Full drink station right there. And again is the other entrance. We're back towards the back set of stations that you can get food at. Again, the sweet spot. So this is where some of the desserts are. You got a self-service beer station, the deli. Again, we showed you this already. Another one of those hand washing stations that currently looks like it's working. Full drink station. This little seating area. And here we are, back out by the pizza, as well as the Tides pool. So there you go, everybody. That is 360 degrees here on deck 10. Let us know what your favorite area is. Is it the bar, the Red Frog, or the Blue Iguana? Or is it the pool? Or maybe you like coming out there at night and watching movies. I don't know. Leave a comment below and let us know what your favorite part of the Lido Deck 10 is. Until we see you on another deck or another ship, be safe. Ciao. Well, there you have it, everybody. There was Deck 10. Thank you all so much for the thumbs up. We appreciate that.
Yes,
Thank you for joining. We're going to get right to Deck 11, but I also want to make sure I thank our other friends. All right, so let's get right to Deck 11, because I know that's what you're here for. Deck 11. Hey, everybody. Today, Lisa and I, we're on the Carnival Horizon. We are on Deck 11, and Deck 11 is sort of a mixed deck, meaning there's cabins up in the front and public spaces back here in the back. As you can see, that is right where we are here at the very, very back of the ship. But before we go outside, over here is where the Asian kitchen and Cucina del Capitano is. We're going to show you. On the right is Cucina. On the left is the Asian kitchen. Now for lunchtime, and Lisa's going to confirm this for us, but lunchtime, I believe, is free if you want to come in here for lunch. But dinner time, there's a fee associated with the Italian restaurant here. But Lisa's going to confirm that for us. So there's the inside of your Cucina del Capitano. We'll go across and look at the Asian kitchen. This is the Asian kitchen. So lunchtime complimentary, dinner $24. We're going to head outside and show you around the outside of Deck 11. So up here, as you can see, we're overlooking the Tides Pool area here at the back. This is another area for the smokers up here. This whole area back here, right from there to there. So if you're a smoker, this is a place you would want to potentially come. We do have some nice chairs in that area back there. Now the rest of this area here is just regular loungers. Let's see where this leads. I wonder if it goes back to the realm. It's locked. I was thinking it might be a bathroom, but I wasn't sure. These are like a foam thing on here, so if you run into the pole, you're not going to hurt yourself. Behind here is your Camp Ocean playground. It's for the little ones. Shower. There's a ladies' room, accessible restroom. You just hit that button right there and the door will automatically open. Here is another smoking area here on Deck 11. I love that this area is fully covered. Obviously, you see some sun sneaking in there, but most of the area is covered. So even if the weather's nasty, you could sit out here if you wanted to. Same thing back here. You have all these cool little seating areas tucked back here, like little love seats. and they're fully covered. Overlooking the party, right? Because it's where a lot of the party happens, up here on the pool deck. I want to make sure that I point out this door for you. I didn't want you to think I skipped something. Behind this door is nothing but cabins. As you can see, all the cabin doors. So if you're staying in these cabins and you have accessibility issues, there are steps. So you can't get out here from the cabins. Technically, you would have to go down, go to the midship elevators and come back up. Because right here on this side and that side, both of them have stairs. So Lisa just made it back and she said Cucina is complimentary at lunch, $24 for dinner. Now we are by the midship elevators, and inside here there's some other things. So we're just going to take a quick little detour. And the things that are in here, the clubhouse at Sports Square, it's up there. But in here is Camp Ocean. So if you have little ones, 2 to 5, 6 to 8, and 9 to 11, this is where you would come. There's kids in there. All right, so we can't go in. So they also have this dedicated area up here called Dr. Seuss Bookville. So they do readings up here with Dr. Seuss and Thing 1 and 2. And so it's real nice. So if you have kids, the area up here is amazing for them. But because there's kiddos in there already, we're not going to go in. But just know it's from Deck 11, midship elevators is how you get here. And just so we don't miss this, we're going to go take a detour up here just real fast and make sure we don't miss it. Okay, so we can get there from outside. So I just wanted to make sure that wasn't a space that was only accessible from Deck 11. You can get there from Deck 12. So we'll look at that when we do the actual Deck 12. Back where we left off. Men's room. Remember on the other side was the ladies' room and the accessible restroom. See, there's a nice play area in there for the kiddos as part of the Camp Ocean area. And here we are now at the other side, at the back of the ship. So we have now gone 360 degrees here on Deck 11 on the Carnival Horizon. And leave a comment below and let us know what your favorite area of Deck 11 is. Until we see you on another deck or another ship, be safe. Ciao. Well, there you go. That concludes another episode of There you go. All right. Thank you all. We appreciate each and every one of you for being with us.
Yes,
as you can see, we are live. We are here on the back of Deck 11 on the Carnival Horizon. We've been live with you the whole time, but the deck tours were pre-recorded, so we're able to take all the music out and stuff like that, so we don't have problems with YouTube. So let's say hello to everybody.
All right.
Mama Tall Man first in the house tonight. Hello, how are you today, Mama Tall Man? Hopefully you're well. Bev, it's TGIF. Yet no, well, happy Thursday then. No, it's Friday.
Is it Friday?
No, it's Thursday. It's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday.
Yeah, it is Thursday.
Yeah, because tomorrow's our last day.
Oh.
Hello. Can you see any stars?
No.
I think there's one there.
Oh yeah, I see one.
Yeah.
Two.
A couple. I think it's
we did
kind of
earlier.
overcast.
Yeah, we did earlier when
Yeah.
we were setting up, and of course now it's
Cruise night. That's right. Hello, Allie. Watching with the in-laws. They're new to the Tall Man Clan. Well, welcome to the in-laws.
Yes, welcome.
Oops, that's the wrong thing. Too many buttons. There we go.
Thank you for joining us.
Hello, Daniel. How are you? Good evening to Gina as well. Mr. Harris. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Tallman. Well, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Tim Harris.
Yes, hello.
Or is it just Mr. Harris? I don't know. Welcome to the channel. We appreciate you being here.
Yes,
and
we do.
Thank you for the thumbs up, whoever just did that.
Oh, thank you.
If you can't tell, it is incredibly windy. You can see our shirts blowing, Lisa's hair blowing, everything. I mean, I've got
Computer's doing this.
Yeah, we've got one hand on everything out here because it's crazy.
It is.
Morning light, that's right. Yep, morning light. A little bit of highlights at the beginning of the show. Macrina, that was the Jubilee that was next to us today.
Yeah.
There was a total of 6 ships in port at the different areas. The 2 Carnival ships were together at our dock, and then down a little bit further was the Enchantment of the Seas and the Margaritaville Islander. And then further down from that was an NCL and I think Explorer Journeys. It was too far down, we couldn't see, but there were 6 of us sort of in the area today. Pizza and gelato, that is correct.
Yes.
And, of course, cookies, right? Got to have the cookies. Patricia loves a tall man style, right?
Yes.
Always improving all. Hello, Ashley. Welcome. I'm a tall man. Yes, you did see gelato.
Yes.
And great huevos rancheros and arepas for breakfast at the Blue Iguana. That is correct. My brother Shane and his brother is sailing on the Frenzy. Totally jealous. Nice. Hopefully they're having a great time.
Yes.
I'm sure they are. Macrina's Deck 10 favorite place is at 9's at the Pizza Place, right below us, right over there, right below us. And people watching. Yes. Hello, Justina. Welcome. What movie is in the IMAX on this sailing? We went over this on a different episode already. Let's see if Lisa still has the notes.
I believe I still have it. Let's see. Here we go. So we have The Last Glaciers, A Beautiful Planet, National Parks Adventure, Deep Sky.
And those are all of the...
Those are $7.99 per person.
And they're more of the documentary type.
Yes.
Currently, we have Wolfman and Mufasa, but Mufasa, one of the 2 of them, starting tomorrow, Mufasa, starting tomorrow will no longer be here. Instead, it'll be Companion. And those are $16.99 or $11.99, depending on your age. Okay. Hello, Nurse Tara. Welcome. Alex, when is your next cruise? Ancient Chinese secret. Hang on, I'll tell you. There it is.
Mr. Secretive here.
I'm telling you, right? Patricia has a question. Yes. Will I be able to have afternoon tea on this ship on the group cruise? We will actually ask if they do tea time.
Yeah.
I know at lunchtime when we've been at the buffet, they've come around with like the specialty tea box, but it's not really tea time. I think what you're looking for, but we'll go ahead and ask.
That was for Patricia, right?
For Patricia, that is correct.
Okay.
Hello, Dr. Shree. Welcome. I would love to join you for afternoon tea. Well, maybe we'll set that up for a thing. Okay. Edward, Flying Lions. What's up, buddy? How are you doing? Welcome back. Long time no see. Good to see you, buddy. Bev, I believe there is, but not sure which days. Usually it's like a port day. I'm sorry, not a port day. A sea day.
Yeah.
So,
and I think they only do it one time per 7-day cruise,
right.
if I'm not mistaken. So we'll have to.
On our group cruise, which again, look up there to the top corner Group Cruise in 281 Days is here actually on the Carnival Horizon. That is an 8-day itinerary. So we have a couple sea days. We're going to Aruba, Bonaire, Curacao, ABCs, then a couple more sea days. So maybe we have one, if not two, high tea.
Yeah, possibly.
Maybe. We'll figure that out and we'll let you know. All right. I'm hoping November 9th. Okay, we'll find out. Don't you find the vibe on the Carnival ships to be better than other lines? I wouldn't say that. It's every cruise line we're on has a great vibe. The one thing that Carnival does honestly better than the rest of them are the sail away parties. The sail away parties on Carnival are just unbelievable, incredibly entertaining. They're well attended. On this ship, it was packed. If you go back to our day 2 stream, Edward, and look at the beginning of the video, the highlights, you'll see it was packed. Outside of that, I get the same vibe from here, from Royal, from Virgin, MSC, from pretty much every cruise line we've been on so far post-pandemic. The vibe is very, very similar. There's just some subtleties and difference. Some have better food, some have better service, some have different clientele, but overall the vibe has been pretty cool.
Yeah, everybody's happy to be cruising again.
Yeah. I think the only ship we've ever been on where the vibe was weird to me was the Conquest.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will agree with that.
Yeah.
I will agree. That was very strange.
Sounds perfect. Okay, Justina. In September, they gave afternoon tea on the last 2 sea days. All right, so you obviously did the 8-day. So
yes.
Okay, we'll find out. Yeah. In fact, we can probably look at the app.
Daily.
It wouldn't be in the app. Okay,
no.
We'll look at the daily.
I looked for that once before.
We'll figure it out and let you know tomorrow, guys.
And also because we're on a 6-day itinerary, I might not get correct information because the group cruise will be an 8-day itinerary.
Correct, but we can ask because that's all they do is 8-6, 8-6, 8-6.
Okay. All right.
Right.
Definitely will.
And we said, ooh. That group cruise sounds interesting.
Yeah.
We'll play a little teaser video for it in here just a second. Let me answer a couple more questions and we'll play that teaser for you. Sail Away are over the top. Yes, they are. They are absolutely over the top.
Without a doubt.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, like the Royal Caribbean Sail Away parties are also pretty good. However, on the Oasis class ships, because everything's sort of split, that vibe is not the same.
Not for the sail away. Because
the people that are on stage are sort of overlooking the big hole in the middle of the ship that's Central Park.
Yeah,
and so the energy just is not the same because there's literally nobody in front of them. They're either way off to the side or way in the back. So they have to work twice as hard to bring the vibe. It's a good vibe, but it's not nearly the same as here.
Exactly.
Absolutely. Sorry, Ashley says absolutely sail away parties on all Lido deck parties are my favorite.
Right.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Yes.
Daniel says our March 1st Horizon is an 8-day. Perfect. Awesome.
Very nice.
All right. So for Edward and those who are new to our channel, as we've been mentioned, we have a group cruise. It's going to be on the horizon. It's why we came here now was so we could get all of this done.
Filming Tom and Sly.
So we could get that all done ahead of time so we could have just a good fun time with you guys. So that being said, here is a little information about the group cruise.
Come join us November 8th, 2025.
There'll be meet and greets,
Parties,
pineapples,
ducks, and of course the live shows.
Don't miss our first ever group cruise. We'll see you on the horizon. Well, there you go. We'll go back to the Deck 10 pool cam back there. It's much better than just looking at us full screen. But we're down here in the corner. Hey, everybody. So there's the group cruise information, everybody. November 8th, it is the 8-day itinerary going to Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao with a handful. 2 days at sea in front, 2 days at sea on the back end. And so make sure if you want to come join us, you send us an email. So a little bit of information about this. We are not travel agents, so we didn't put this group cruise together to make money off you guys booking through us. We have a travel agent that is putting this together for us, but you do need to book into the group. So just send us an email right there, tallmanscruiseadventures@gmail.com. We will forward you the agent's information. Her name is Kathy. She's fantastic. We've been using her and Chris for 15, 16, 17 years or something like that. So, taking very good care of us. But as I mentioned, you do need to book into the cruise. All right, so we'll get that off of there. And speaking of which, if you're also new to the channel, we do a lot of things on our Facebook group different than we do here on YouTube. Like, for instance, we all the pictures of the food that we eat, the menus of the day, all of that goes on our Facebook group. It is a private group, so you do need to answer the 2 questions to get in. Number 1, what was your first cruise? And the second question is just agreeing to adhere to the rules, which is essentially no spamming and being nice. So go ahead and do that if you guys want to. All right. And one last thing, just make sure if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, become part of the Tall Man Clan. It is free to you, costs you absolutely nothing. We do broadcast live every night we're on ships, as long as the Wi-Fi allows us to. And of course, when we're off ships, we also broadcast at least once a week, as long as I don't have the flu, and bring you all kinds of content daily. So make sure you become part of the Tall Man Clan and hit that subscribe button. So that's that. Let's get back to some of the comments.
All right.
Okay, we've already done that. Our March, we've already done that. Allie says, my mother-in-law has been dying to go to Aruba. She says maybe we need to go on the group cruise. Absolutely,
Yay!
Allie. Come along with us. We'd be happy to have you.
Absolutely.
Right? Then we'll have maybe 2 nurses on board, Nurse Tara and Nurse Allie.
Oh, yeah.
You're a nurse, if I remember correctly, right? I think I remember that from somewhere. Patricia, let us know, Daniel, about the afternoon tea. Actually, we're going to let you know tomorrow, so you'll know tomorrow. But Daniel, you can check it out too. But we'll let you know tomorrow. Yes, Allie, come join us, says
Yes.
Ashley. Come on. Come on. And we're going to have tall man tea. That's what we're going to do. Patricia says to Macrina, I usually travel often to England, so I'm a bit spoiled and usually do something daily. Yeah, obviously, afternoon tea in England's a big thing.
It is.
They take their tea serious. And heaven forbid you order the wrong tea and put milk or cream in it when you shouldn't. They may throw you out. It's funny, in England it's tea, in Italy it's coffee.
Yes.
I was just in
very true.
Italy a few months back for like 36 hours, and in our entire time there, we worked our way through coffee spots. We'd have breakfast and then leave breakfast and then go somewhere else and have a coffee. And after the coffee, we'd go and work for a couple hours and then go have lunch and then somewhere for dessert and coffee. Then we go work for a couple hours and then there was the afternoon coffee. It was great. Of course, I don't drink coffee, but
I would have been happy.
yes. Yeah. Allie says, yes, I am a nurse. Great memory. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, more nurses, the better, right? You just told her too. She loves tea. Awesome. Come and join us, guys. Speaking of nurses and flu and sickness, this, that, or whatever, we're a day late and a dollar short, but you can actually get Tamiflu in Cozumel in Mexico without a prescription. So we pick some up while we're there just to make sure if something else happens and we don't have to go to the doctors. We've got our Tamiflu ready to go because that would have saved me a couple of days of recovery time.
It would have.
And good evening, Carol. Welcome. How are you tonight? Good to see you. Okay, so today we just sort of spilled the beans, but I'm sure you already saw that in the highlights at the beginning of the show. We were in Cozumel. This was our last port. Tomorrow is our last sea day, and then this one's done. But Cozumel, we had the Jubilee and us in our sort of dock area. It was a lot of people, but it wasn't too bad, I don't think. It's a little bit crowded, but you just move around and find spaces where people are not. And by the way, if I'm dropping out, it's because it is so windy. We've got our microphones tweaked to the max to try to help block the wind a little bit. So if I drop out every other word or so, or words here and there, I apologize. So, outside of that, we got up. We had breakfast at the buffet today. It was kind of crowded at the buffet for sure because we didn't get to Cancun until about 10:30. And so everybody was up having breakfast today on the upper decks. And so it was quite crowded up there.
It was.
We didn't have any problem finding seats. So
No, we didn't.
no, you're going to have to talk a little louder. Sorry.
I think my microphone got blown away a little bit as
Gotcha.
well. Yeah.
Okay.
No, we didn't have any trouble finding seats in the buffet, even though it was what we considered packed. So that was awesome.
Then we spent a few hours walking around the ships, dreaming up things to torture you guys with on the group cruise.
Yes.
And let me tell you, the torture will begin November 8th. Yes, torture tall man style. I'm going to need another one.
Yeah,
Gotta
gotta
have
another one.
Going to need another one. Anyway, and so then we got off the ship just for a little bit to walk around, stretch our legs, buy some medicines. You saw some of that. One of the longest lines of any shop in Cozumel is at the drugstore.
Always. Yeah, it's always packed in there.
The meds are very inexpensive. It's the same meds that you get at home. You just don't need a prescription for them. So always quite busy there.
Yeah, and for us being on the road all the time, we don't have normal doctors, so it's very challenging for us to get in. So having those available is a blessing for us.
Yep. So then you're going to want to get the menu. So then we got back on, and for lunch today, we went to Capitano the Italian restaurant.
And that's on your phone.
Oh, is it on my phone?
That menu is on your phone.
And but for lunch, they don't call it that. They call it something different for lunchtime. I don't know why.
Costa Bella, I think it is what they call it.
What is that? What is that? Library. All right. So for lunch, it's called Pasta Bella. You get a choice of linguine, penne, farfalle, or meat lasagna. And you can also check off a half portion. Again, we're going to put this up on our Facebook group. Okay. Then you can also choose a sauce. You can have the pomodoro, which is just like a tomato basil, white clam sauce, bolognese, which is a meat sauce, and we're broadcasting live. Yes, we are. And Alfredo and a butter sauce. Third, there's more goodies you can add if you want to. There's grilled chicken strips, Italian sausage, garlic shrimp, cherry tomatoes, onions, mushrooms, zucchinis, peppers, eggplant, broccoli, spinach, arugula. There's some extras, which is a Caesar salad and bread. And so you can choose from everything. They give you a little paper and a pencil, and you just, scratch off what you want. All right. So I had the meat lasagna, and I had a bowl with some Italian sausage with sauce on top of it. And we both had Caesar salad.
Yeah.
You had the what?
We both had Caesar salad. I had the bow tie pasta with Alfredo sauce and chicken strips and broccoli.
Okay, so, and again, I know you can't see this. We're going to post it on Facebook, but I promise, right there, here. Again, it's going to be backwards. But let's see if you can at least see it. Nah, it's just all washed out. Sorry about that.
We'll post it on Facebook.
We'll post it on Facebook. It says meat lasagna. It was not meat lasagna.
No, I was sitting there looking at him, and I was like, "Oh, I'm so proud of you for eating spinach." And he's like, "What?"
So
he's like digging around.
The first 3 bites I had were all the pasta and the cheese and sauce.
Yes.
But it turned out it was a vegetable lasagna. So it had eggplant in there, it had spinach in there, and there was 1 or 2 other vegetables in there.
Actually, the lady said it was a combo.
I found no meat.
Yeah. I didn't see meat either.
But combo, doesn't matter. It says meat lasagna. There are no vegetables in meat lasagna.
No.
So that was a little disappointing that was really that misleading, that I did not get what I ordered.
No,
right?
no.
But she says that's what it is. So they need to change their menus.
They do. They need to just scratch off the word meat and just leave it at lasagna.
In parentheses with vegetables.
Yeah, meat
right?
and veggies.
Because I promise you there's a lot of people that if they had ordered that and expecting lasagna and got that, they were going to be disappointed.
Yeah.
I just moved on because I had a nice bowl of sausage and stuff too, which was really good. But there'd be a lot of people that all of a sudden it'd be Armageddon.
Yeah.
Because wasn't meat lasagna.
Yeah, definitely not what was advertised.
Yep. So let's answer a couple questions and then we'll get to the dinner menu.
You got it.
There we go. Macrina says, we'll do cappuccinos with Lisa after tea time.
Yay!
Nice. She's like, I love coffee too, so we'll join. So it's going to be tea time at 3, coffee time at 4.
I like it.
Dinner at 5:30. Patricia says, the wind is not causing any issues.
Oh, good.
Hear you loud and clear.
Good.
Yeah, it's just because we're talking really loud. Normally, that's about the volume we would I was just talking at the normal volume we would talk at. And we have, it's called a gate. What a gate is basically, it keeps the microphone shut until a certain volume comes through it. But it's so windy. I mean, here, we'll just do this. We'll show you.
Of course, now the wind's not blowing.
Yeah. But that's just what it sounds like constantly up here.
Yeah, it's there we go. There's a nice gust.
Yeah. Anyway, so come on. Wow, that is really blowing, guys. All right, so I'm glad that you can hear us okay.
Yes,
then.
definitely.
Join you for chai tea latte.
Yay.
Ooh, and tea time. Awesome.
Yeah.
Patricia says, Ashley, high tea is champagne. Robert, did you find the plank? Yes, actually, I found the plank.
Yeah.
I did.
Yes, and I actually tried to go up and do the rope course and the cycling thing.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Sky ride. But
They were closed.
They were closed today.
Yeah.
I had a little bit of time, and I thought, I'm going to go up and do it. But
Yeah.
I tried.
Yeah, it was closed.
Yeah.
So, overall, this has been, a great cruise thus far.
Yeah, it has.
Everybody's been pretty good. There was a kerfuffle going on just behind us.
There sure
over
was.
that hot tub right there when we were setting up. I thought I was going to get some extra footage.
I thought we were. Yeah, my goodness.
Thought there was going to be a battle, but tempers calmed down and things continued. So let's. You know what? I think it's snack time.
Is it?
I think everybody's ready with your snack.
I like it.
Right. So you know what? Oh, normally we play. Yeah. What do we want to play? I don't know. What's this?
I'm sure you've got something going on.
There we go. Snack time. Ooh, that cookie. Ow.
Good.
Run. Was good. Everybody getting your snack? All right. There you go. Snack time. Snack time's over. So hopefully everybody had a good snack. So we want to ask all those that are out there, whether you're coming on the group cruise or not, in the chat, if you're live with us, we want some comments. If you're watching the replay, again, you can leave a comment so we'll see it, but we also answer all of our comments. What would you guys like to do for activities on the group cruise? We want to know your ideas of what you think might be fun as a group. Look, we just talked about tea time, and yes, we've talked about the ropes course, but what do you think would be for some fun things, some ideas of cool things to do while we're here on the Horizon on our sea days? Leave it in the chat. So let's see what else is going on. Macrina says, I will do margaritas too, or a Madacary. Yeah. Too windy, they closed the sky ride in Ropes Course.
It wasn't actually windy, but
there was no one on the ship.
Yeah.
It was a port day, and I'm telling you that it got emptied.
Yeah.
So they just don't open it because they didn't need to staff it.
I guess so.
Because it was a little breezy today, but nothing like right now.
Nothing like it is now.
And again, we've been out. This is our second night back here. Obviously, we were able to charge the battery up enough to try to do this. Last night, it was barely windy at all when we were at sea and moving. And we're literally in the back of the ship and typically protected, which is why we chose this area. But man, the wind is just coming right around the ship tonight.
It is.
I wouldn't want to be on the front side. Ashley says, Macrina, can't wait to have a beverage at tea time with you.
Right?
Bingo and trivia.
Bingo and trivia, okay.
It might be kind of hard to do tall man bingo. I mean, they do bingo here.
They do.
But, I don't think we're all going to run in there as a group to the bingo. We need the things that we can do just as a group together. Trivia, that might work. I don't know.
And that was Ashley?
That was Ashley.
Okay.
Allie. That was Allie.
Allie, okay.
Beach date, Justina, that's when we get off the ship. We're talking about things to do when we're on the ship, right? Because we have 2 sea days up front and 2 sea days on the back, and we want to have at least a time each of those days where we get together outside of the live show at night. So some kind of daytime activity that we can all do together and have some fun. But yes, beach day on one of the ports for sure. Allie also says a happy hour together.
Okay.
Yep. Macrina says, love me some trivia. Okay. Ashley says, definitely a beach day at one of the ports all together. That would be fun. Okay. All right. Excellent.
It's a happy hour, beach day. Okay.
Yep. Absolutely. And thank you all so much, by the way, who have given us thumbs up already. We appreciate y'all. Each and every one. I know we've missed a couple. Justina's like, okay, then pool day.
Let's see. Macrina said trivia and was it trivia?
Everybody's sort of talking together. I don't think we need to put names with them. They're just ideas. Okay. We can do sea day brunch if we can't get together for dinner.
Okay.
Ashley's like, oh, on the ship. Definitely a happy hour get together. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. One-handed guys burger eating speed challenge.
Oh,
that is a very detailed thing. A one-handed guys burger eating speed challenge.
I love it.
I wish I could come, but we'll be getting off Venezia that day in New York next year. Pub crawl. Man, I hope you get an early flight down to Miami.
Yeah.
Bar crawl. Now, y'all know we don't really drink. A slot pull would be fun. Okay, Sue. Karaoke. Interesting. Okay. A tall man silly Olympics. Karaoke, tall man silly Olympics.
Okay.
Never been on a carnival ship, but do they have a dance area? Maybe some clubbing. They have what's called the Limelight Lounge. That's where their club is at night. So it turns into a club later in the evening. Earlier in the evening, they do comedy in there, and of course, they use it for all kinds of other things. But there is a nightclub, but that's kind of a night thing. So during the day, I figured we'd probably get together from say 11 to 1, somewhere in there, and a couple hours and have some fun things that we do together. And then, of course, everybody can go do their own thing. Maybe one day, of course, we'll do the high tea at 3, so we'll have a couple of gatherings that day. But then, of course, dinner. You're going to eat when you're going to eat. There are going to be some nights where we're at specialty restaurants, some nights we're at the regular restaurants. We haven't decided if we're going to try to eat together or separate. We don't know any of that stuff yet. But probably outside of the specialty dining, which is going to be some special things, which we'll go over all of this with you as we get closer to the group cruise. Dining is, I think, might be best if everybody is on their own, only because we eat literally as early as possible so we have enough time to prep for the show, which means we're in there at 5:15 to 5:30. Well, you might want to eat at 6:30 or even 7 if you're doing my time dining, and be done by 8:30, and then the show starts at 9, right? The live show. So we don't want to force everyone to eat at 5:30 with us.
Exactly.
Right? So we may leave that time open to everybody to do what they want for the dinners. Now, if we're doing some of the specialty dining, obviously that's going to be a set thing, and we're going to talk more about that getting a little bit closer. Okay? Marquina says, yes, happy hour. Carnival can sponsor some free beverages. LOL. No, our group's not big enough for that. When you put a group together, they give you what are called gap points. And with the gap points, you can choose different things. I think we chose onboard credit for our group, so you can get some money for things. There are options for us to pre-order a 1-hour bar thing, but it's like $25 per head. If y'all want to do that, great. Y'all are going to have to pay $25 per person to have an open bar for an hour. I think that's a little stiff.
I think it is as well.
We can all just find a bar, get a drink, and then
bring it into
bring it into our area.
That's my thought.
Yep. Yeah. Mama Tallman says scavenger hunt.
All right.
And Justina's like to Macrina, that's a good idea. It's a good idea, but it ain't happening. I mean, we got like this 27-page document. I mean, we can have hors d'oeuvres, we can have breakfasts, we can have all kinds of things. It costs per head.
It does. I think it's like, pastries in the morning are like $12 a person.
Yeah, we can just go to the buffet and grab 5 plates and fill them up.
Yeah.
I mean, it's right. Coffee, if we wanted coffee, it's like $5 per person for unlimited coffee for 1 hour. But there's all these things, and we're happy to order that, but I don't know if everybody wants coffee. I don't know if everybody wants hors d'oeuvres. Everybody wants cocktails, this, that, or whatever. And in the end, we'd have to pony up and create a pot. Everybody put some money in the pot, right? So,
and we really don't want to do that.
No, I just don't think that's the right thing.
I don't think it is either.
Macrina says, I would love to do the chef table if anyone is game. So as we get a little closer, we'll get a little more active in the Facebook group, because I believe there's a special chat just for those who are on the group cruise, and we'll do some things. We're also going to pass around some itineraries beforehand, so you know what's going on, so you also know when or when not to schedule things. Okay, so obviously we're 281 days away. As we develop this over the next few months, we'll then get stuff out to you. Okay. Daniel says some people do the slot glass exchange from your local towns. I'm thinking he meant to say shot glass exchange. Well, that's interesting.
That is, yeah.
Interesting. Awesome. Some can team up for dinner. They can link us together to do a reservation together. Absolutely. 1,000,000%. I mean, that's, first of all, even for the group, everybody that's in the group can personally get linked together. But we're going to pick the 5:30 time because we need to get in and out so we can prep for the live show, right? But I don't know if you all want to eat at 5:30. So we're probably going to leave the dinner time open. But when you get on the ship, if you guys, you 4 and you 8 or 2 or 6 or whatever it is, absolutely you guys can tie your reservations together once you get on the ship and request a table together if that's what you want to do. Right?
Yeah, I think actually that could be done through Kathy prior to, couldn't it? Or is that
anything can be done prior, but y'all might want to meet some people first before you choose that, right?
Yeah, that's true too.
And Ashley says, true, I'm usually a late eater.
Yes.
And the funny thing is, normally we are too. When we're not here on a ship, honestly, our dinner time is usually between 9 and 10.
Yeah.
And so 5 o'clock is really like lunch for us.
It is.
So, but we need to get some decent food before we, come here, so we have some energy and stuff. So, but remember, our show is at 9, so you can't eat too late or you're going to miss the live shows.
Yes.
Right? Anyway, yeah, Tall Man Style is free food at the venues and meet in the spot. LOL. Well, it doesn't have to. I mean, we will go to some specialty restaurants, but we also try to take advantage of what's offered.
Well, I think she's referring to not having
like $25 for a 1 hour open bar.
Yes, I think that's what she's referring to.
Right. So, our channel's not, big enough that we're making that kind of money, guys.
No, we're not.
Don't forget the conga line. Well, Patricia, so that's one of those interesting things because we've done all the video now. So we don't actually have to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning to do the conga line. So I don't know. We'll put it on there though.
We can do an honorary one.
Yep. Daniel says, yes, shot glass.
Yes, that's a great idea.
How about a mini golf? Is that on the ship? Yeah, there's actually a really nice mini golf area.
There is.
It's real close to the... you'll see it actually tomorrow on tomorrow's show because we're going to be profiling Deck 12 tomorrow. So you'll see it then.
Yes.
All right. Daniel, we eat way early on cruises so we can have time for shows and casino times. It's funny, Daniel. We've always done that as well.
Yeah.
Being from having an entertainment background, I've always been drawn to go to the production shows and go listen to the bands and do all these different things. And so we've always tried to eat the earliest we can so we can go see the 7:30 show. Then we might be able to see a comedian, or we might be able to go see the band or whatever. Now that we do this live broadcasting at 9 o'clock, we get to see very little show.
Yeah.
Very little. Mercury is like, yes, there is mini golf. It is. It's a nice course, too.
It is.
A happy afternoon conga line on the way to one of the ports. Maybe.
That would work.
All right. So those are all some great ideas.
Those are great ideas. Thank you, guys.
And we have our own list that we've already made, y'all. And so, but we wanted to get an idea, or at least I wanted to get an idea of what you guys were thinking about in your heads of fun things that you like to do. So there you go.
Yes.
Mama Tallman says, Daniel, that's what we do. Talking about the early dining and then go to the shows.
Yes.
Yep. That's what we do. That's what we all do. So again, thank you all for being with us tonight. We have one more night here on the ship. If you are with us live now and or watching the rebroadcast, I didn't say it earlier. I forgot. But there's no better time to get answers about this ship than right now. We're on the ship. So if you have any cruises coming up here in the next bit of time and you want to know something special, interesting, or different or about this ship, leave it in the chat if you're with us live. Just question, and then your question, we'll see it, and we'll, of course, answer it. If you're watching the rebroadcast, just leave it in the comments. We do answer all of our comments, and so we will gladly find that answer for you and bring it to you in tomorrow night's show, which will be, I won't call it the final show because we'll do a wrap-up when we get back to dry land, so we'll have one more opportunity, but the opportunities are getting slim, y'all. Getting slim.
Ask those questions.
Yeah. Daniel says, you will find me at any band location, hoping the band at the Pig and Anchor will fill my time. There you go. Yeah.
We love live music.
We do too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. 1,000,000%. That's my background. Yes. So we'll share more of that when we're face to face. Me too, Daniel. Is there a Serenity area? There is. You're going to see that tomorrow night, Mama Tall Man. It's all the way forward on deck 15.
Yes.
Okay. I call tomorrow deck 12, but it is. It's deck 12, 14, 15. It's all of it together because once you get past deck 11, everything becomes really spotty, and so we just go up and do all the little, I don't even know what to call them. Yeah. So, did you do the honorary chocolate melting cake with peanut butter and ice cream? It was on the horizon. We have not done that yet. We talked about it tonight at dinner, but I chose some sorbet, so maybe tomorrow night.
And I had a banana split. Thank you.
She had the banana split tonight.
We didn't go over what we had for dinner.
Oh, yeah, we
talked
did.
about lunch, but not dinner.
All right, let's talk about dinner.
All right, hang on. Here's the menu.
Whoop, 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 dinner tall man style. We're going to have a whole bank of those things.
I know.
So the appetizers, pappardelle with braised lamb, roasted duck rolls. That's the first day, baby.
The first day?
That's the first day. I was like, wait a minute, this is all looking familiar.
Here you go. Try that.
Okay, stuffed mushrooms, linguine and clams as an appetizer portion, shrimp cocktail, vine ripened tomatoes with chopped lettuce, me, a Caesar salad, French onion soup, smoked poblano and corn soup. All right. Okay. No. Next for dinner, chicken parm, barbecue pork spare ribs, pepper steak, linguine with clams as a dinner portion, artichoke and potato cheesecake, which is interesting for a dinner, but whatever, and then a featured Indian vegetarian dish. Lisa didn't actually have a main entree tonight.
I didn't. I just had soup and salad.
For dessert, tiramisu, Bartlett pear almond cake, carnival melting chocolate cake, fresh fruit, ice cream sorbet, cheese plate, and I
had the banana split.
A banana split, which actually wasn't even on the menu.
No, it's not.
But they make it for us.
They do.
So there you have it. Honestly, all in all, wrapping it up as a whole today, food-wise, today was a disappointing food day, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Nothing was amazing. Nothing was crappy. It was just all right down the middle.
Just nothing suited our taste buds today.
Like, for instance, went off to breakfast. Today, I had a craving for French toast. There was no French toast on the buffet this morning.
It was pancakes today.
Man. And that's neither a good thing or a bad thing. It's just a thing. But it just sort of set the food tone for the day, right? I didn't want, because it was so busy. There was like 30 people in line for an omelet, so I was going to do that. And I'm like, I'll just have Danish and banana bread or whatever. So that's what I did. For lunch, as we already mentioned, we went to the Italian restaurant Cucina, which is not
Bella
called
Pasta.
that. It's called Bella Pasta at lunch.
Pasta Bella.
Pasta Bella? Bella
Yeah,
Pasta?
Pasta
Whatever.
Bella.
And, getting the meat lasagna and it actually be a veggie lasagna instead. So that was disappointing. And honestly, I was actually disappointed with the chicken parm. Their chicken parm is usually so good. It just was not tonight. And it also, from a weird pairing, we had the chicken parm with some sauce, and then on the plate was potatoes and some mixed vegetables, which is like broccoli and cauliflower and stuff. It just seemed like a weird plating.
Yeah.
Right? Normally with chicken parm, you're going to have pasta with the chicken parm on top.
Yeah.
That's not what it was, and it just I was a little disappointed. So
But the French onion soup was really good.
the French onion soup was great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loaded with onions.
Yes, French onion soup was great. Caesar salad was great. My chopped salad, the vine ripe tomatoes and the chopped lettuce, that was delicious with the balsamic dressing. That was great.
And obviously the banana split was great.
So we're going to try to end our day with a slice of pizza.
Yes. That's where we're headed after this. Here, rattan is close enough. Oh, there you go.
Knock on wood.
Perfect.
You can't go wrong with pizza on Carnival.
No.
Second best pizza at sea.
It is.
Yes. Let's back up. Ooh, we've got a lot of comments here. Yes. Justina wants to know how many times Macrina has been on the Horizon. So, Macrina, how many times have you been on the Horizon? What's up, Em? How are you doing? 2 nights in a row. Good to see you. Welcome back. Macrina's been on the ship 4 times.
Wow.
You really do love the Horizon.
Yeah.
Wow, you know that ship well. If we do a scavenger hunt, we may have to exclude her then.
Oh.
You may be excluded. Right?
Well, that wouldn't be fair either, but we may have to make it more challenging now.
Maybe if that's what we do. Yeah. Macrina, love the chicken parm, but wish it had a side of pasta. Yeah, that was the one thing. But
and the other thing, it was really thick.
Yeah, normally chicken parm's a little bit thin.
Chicken parm's usually pounded, and this one's really thick.
Anytime I'm on Carnival, I always get the chicken parm, and I love it.
Yeah.
But tonight it was not good.
Yeah.
Different chef, different textures. I don't know. I can tell you, the sauce was like
watery.
It was watery, but what wasn't watery, there were like, it's like they really took real tomatoes and made the sauce out of it.
Okay.
Because there were still massive chunks of tomato with like stuff like peel still on it.
Oh, okay.
It was weird. Anyway, Ashley says, that would be great if some of us can eat together. I'll be on solo, so some company at dinner sometimes would be great. Ashley, look, we'll figure it out. You can come eat with us, or Mama Tall Man, or when we're going to get together before dinner the first night. When we get on, give you your credentials and some other things we're going to give you right when we get on the ship. So we're going to have a meeting time day one, which is before dinner, and then we can all sort of gather around and say, okay, who's solo, who's not, boom, 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 boom.
Who wants to eat early, who wants to eat late, and we can just have it all tied together at that point.
We can walk our happy over to the restaurant, to maitre d', and get you all tied together.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So, but just remember, at least because of the live show, you're not going to be able to start eating any later than, say, 7.
7-ish, yeah. I would say 7.
So, 7:30 could be pushing it, depending on the servers and how many people are at the table. Our servers, look, we've been in and out in like 45 minutes, 50 minutes. Fantastic.
Yeah, love these
Fantastic.
Guys. Yes.
Macrina says to Ashley, yes, me too. Agree. Definitely, everybody's agreeing, yes. The last chicken parm I had was just swimming in cheese. It was overbearing.
Oh, wow.
Well, first of all, I love cheese, so I understand the comment, but I would love that. But it wasn't
that
about
would make his day.
It would, but it wasn't about the cheese. Actually, the lasagna today was swimming in cheese, and that's why it masked a little bit of the vegetables to begin with, because I was just sort of going through the cheese and getting a little cheese and pasta, and then eventually I was like, "What is this?" I was like, "Oh, that's just not good."
Yeah.
And Patricia's like, I just put pizza in the oven.
Ooh, nice.
Bring on the pizza. I'll tell you what, Lisa, why don't you go down and get a pie while we're sitting up here?
The whole thing, or half?
Well, half for you, half for me.
Okay, all right.
We'll put. I'm going to turn your mic off. So, because it's just right there. We're just above the pizza place. So, Lisa will go down there before the line gets too long. Lisa, the stairs, right there. Oh, okay, fine. Yep. Quattro formaggio and pepperoni sandwich together. Ooh, we're easy peasy people. We enjoy cheese, just the cheese, not even the quattro formaggio, the 4 cheese, just regular cheese. When we're not on ships, my favorite is cheese and sausage, but I haven't found a ship to put sausage on a pizza yet. Macrina can be my partner in the scavenger hunt. Well, I'm not sure we're going to do a scavenger hunt. So that's just we're taking ideas and we're formulating them. We've spent a lot of time walking around the ship, doing a lot of different things, gathering a lot of different information. So we can now put things together of what we want to do. Mama Tallman's like, not your mama sauce. No, nobody makes sauce like mama. TJ's Destinations. Hey, TJ's Destinations. Good to see you. How are you? Welcome to the show. Thumbs up. And by the way, thank you also for the thumbs up, everybody who's done so. If you haven't done so already, you know what I have to say to that, right? Anyway, just a little fun. Do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button. Become part of the Tall Man Clan. It's free to you. Costs you absolutely nothing, and it really does help out the channel, and we would sincerely appreciate it. All right, moving on. Patricia says, a nice table together in the MDR would be nice. Yeah, we'll see, how that all pans out, right? And probably, thank you, for a lot of you guys, may end up eating together, and Lisa and I do our own thing so we can get in and get out. Because it does take a while to again, thank you for the thumbs up, to prep for the show, whether we have deck tours to do, which of course we won't, but we'll have highlights of the day to edit and all these things, and make sure all the tech is working, because even though we're going to have a dedicated place to set up, we can't leave the cameras there and the computers there and the mixing stuff there, so some of the stuff can be set up and be maintained, but it's still going to be a process every night to put it together. So if you guys all want to end up getting tables together, that is fantastic. Just know for the two of us, we probably are going to do our own thing for dinner, just to make sure that we have enough time to be ready for the show for all of you guys who are with us, as well as those who will be watching while we're here on the group cruise. Okay? But we're going to have some special prizes. We're going to have some dinners in specialty restaurants with a few of you lucky people out there. And so just be a little bit flexible. We'll at least say that. Macrina says, I will eat early enough to be at the lives. Gosh, I hope so. We want a big audience, right? Have you guys seen any shows? I caught like 10 minutes of Soulbound. That's all we've seen. We broadcast from the cabin for the first couple nights, which is when I was able to go see Soulbound. Now that we're not in the cabin, up here, whatever time we end, slap another half an hour to pack this all up and bring it back. By then the show's gone. So no, outside of Soulbound. But I'm telling you, we're going to try to go see the shows when you guys are with us on the group cruise. Sorry, y'all. Sam Macrina, I can/will eat whenever, LOL. Can always get a snack later. That's right. Well, that's why midnight pizza is great, or 10 o'clock pizza or 11 o'clock pizza, right? So maybe we can order pizza in for one of the live shows. Maybe we can make that happen. I normally eat constantly on board, and I'm never, but always hungry/eating, right? I won't say we always eat, but we do our fair share. That's what I meant. Tall man, not invited. Not a problem. Daniel says, coordinating massive group dinners on a group cruise is very difficult, and the people don't always show up on time. It's just a challenge. It is, Daniel. And so that's why, and we don't want it to sound rude or disrespectful for those coming to hang out with us, but that is probably why Lisa and I will just do dinner by ourselves, our little two-top, get in, get out, get done, so we can get to preparing the event for the evening. So, but you're correct. That's usually what happens with large group tables is somebody's getting there late, and then of course the server isn't going to start taking anybody's orders until everybody's there, and it just all of a sudden dinner's 2.5 hours. And that's not a bad thing. Outside of us trying to broadcast live, hanging out with a group of people at dinner for 2 hours, fantastic. Enjoy the heck out of it. It just can't work for us with this. M says, can't believe people are swimming, LOL. You guys said, well, it's really warm. I don't know how windy it is down there. Obviously, we're not down there. But it is really warm. It's just the winds are howling. So the wind has a slight chill because it's blowing rather hard. But it's probably, I can't tell the temperature because the only internet I have, the computer is using to broadcast. But it was like 85 degrees today, so it was a beautiful day. It was overcast. Looked like it was threatening rain in the afternoon, but it did not rain. Oh, I know what we forgot to tell you. We were late. I don't know if you paid attention to the highlights at the beginning of the show, but the last few clips, those were the pier runners. We left about a half an hour late tonight because there were a bunch of people late coming back. They blew that horn. You heard it again in the highlights. That was today's horn. That was the get your back to the ship now because we's about to leave. And we did. We pulled out late. In fact, it was so late, we had already finished dinner and came upstairs here to scope out what was going on up here tonight. And we were still tied to the dock, and that was 6:30. All aboard today was 6 o'clock. And normally by 6:15, you're pulling away. By 6:30, we were still tied. I think we didn't actually start pulling away until about 6:45. So, yeah, there was, in fact, I'll put it back on here. Hang on. I'll go ahead and mute that, but there we go. Yeah, so there was just a large group. I'll put myself back up there. You can see there was just a large group of people. This was 6:30, 6:40. Again, mind you, all aboard was 6 o'clock. I don't know if they were on an excursion together, but they were all pretty much wearing white. So I believe they may have all been on an excursion, which is why we waited so long, because it probably was a carnival excursion and there was some delays or something, and they got them all back. But even after all those people got on board, there was the, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, please call, which means they didn't make it on board. And so I don't know if we left people behind or not, but and these people aren't exactly running either. They're sauntering rather slow. So there you have that. Let's get back to live balcony cam there. There we go. M says, Nope, we've already talked about that. Macrina says, 18-ounce convoy steak at Fahrenheit 555. Robert gets the leftovers, right? Ooh, pizza at the live show is a great idea. Yeah, I think we can try to make that happen. People are swimming. LOL, the water is cold. LOL, not me. If it was heated, it's another story. Yeah, the pools aren't heated, so the water's probably a little bit chilly. It's mostly kids, but I'll be honest, every day we've seen people in the pool, so I don't know. I haven't gone and stuck my toes in there in my hand to see what's going on yet, to see exactly how cold it is. Karina says, drunks at Mr. Sancho's are always pier runners. Yeah, I guess there had been some pier runners on the Jubilee, which was right next to us. We were at dinner. We didn't see that. The Jubilee pulled away when we were eating dinner. So we didn't get to see that. But yeah, it's always Cozumel. Always Cozumel. I don't know why, but it's always Cozumel. Watching pier runners is one of the best parts of the cruise. I know, right? So I didn't notice anybody heckling the people that we had in the video. It's hard to call them pier runners when it is an excursion that comes back and there's 50 people. That jeering and cheering, that's for the two people that lost track of time when they're sitting at Mr. Sancho's plowing down margaritas or whatever, right? But yes, that's also one of the reasons why we love the Cove balconies, because we're much closer to the dock, and so you actually get to see the expressions on their face and the panic. So I don't know. Justina wants to know, does the ship normally wait that long? No. Normally you'll get a half an hour grace. In this case, as I mentioned, that without a doubt was an excursion that came back. They were all wearing white. When we were in port, we saw a whole group of people all dressed in white. We're like, wow, the white party from last night is continuing today. But they literally were all in white, and they were going off on an excursion. Obviously, I couldn't tell if it was the same people from up here on this top deck looking down, but I'm about 99.99% sure it was the same people. And so if you're on a cruise purchased excursion and something happens to the excursion that forces you to return late, if it's in a respectful time and it's not going to inhibit the ship getting to its next place, which for us, of course, is the final destination, which is back in Miami, then it's going to wait for a little bit of time. If in that little bit of time could be an hour, right? But now, if you are not on an excursion, if you walked out and you're sitting your butt in a bar, or you went and did your own thing and you're late, they're pretty much not going to wait much more than 30 minutes. And then they're gone. And then you're on your own. I mean, the cruise lines, they try to, they build in a little bit of grace, if you will, a little bit of buffering. But in the end, the longer they wait, the faster they have to push the ship, which means the more fuel they're burning. So it's not just a matter of waiting as a courtesy. It literally costs them thousands of dollars of additional fuel because they got to run the ship faster to get to the next place. But they typically will have a buffer of at least 30 minutes. Hopefully that helps. Macrina's like, yes, it is, Ashley. Run, Forrest, run. My mom and I think, want to know what happens if someone gets left behind and what happens with their stuff. Just curious. Always back early so we don't risk it. We are the same. So basically what will happen is when the all aboard is gone past and they are missing people, they go to the cabin, they see if they're there, they run the announcement over all the speakers, inside cabins, outside speakers. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, if you're here, please call guest services, blah, 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 blah. So let's say they are not. Mr. and Mrs. Smith are in the bar drinking, completely lost track of time. What typically happens is security, as well as a couple of the officers, will go into their cabin. They will get at least their documentation, not typically all their luggage, but at the very least their passports and stuff like that. They will then hand those to their local port connection I forget the actual term for these people. Liaison, the cruise line's port liaison. We'll hand it to them, who are staying and hovering around the dock, because eventually these people are going to come staggering in. What has to happen next, unfortunately, is up to the people that are late. But they're on their own. So you're in Mexico now. They're going to have to fly home because the ship is gone. So that's typically what happens. So I think it's snack time number 2, Lisa. I'm going to turn you back on here.
Oh my goodness.
Snack time number 2.
Yeah, hang on to that thing. It's going to blow away.
All right, here we go. Come on, y'all. All right, that's enough snack, but we're going to keep on eating here. Anyway, Allie, so that's what happens to people that don't make it to the ship. Patricia thinks a group cruise event. We were talking about pier runners.
Oh, okay.
And the people that were missing the boat today.
Yes.
But didn't miss the boat. Wow.
I think everybody made our ship, but I know a gentleman was telling me that the Jubilee had quite a ruckus of people coming in late. He's like, yeah, that was fun.
So did we. We had that whole party, but they were from an excursion.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the cruise line was waiting for them.
Macrina's just answering what I already said.
Okay.
Daniel says, got to run. Have a great rest of the show. Thank you, Daniel. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Thank you. Yes, thank you. Have a good night.
Pizza music. All right.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. How do people get their belongings if they get left behind and fly home? Just curious. Well, normally, let's say somebody's from out of Florida and they flew to get to Miami. Well, obviously, they have a flight from Miami back home. Again, it's up to them, but I would fly to Miami to meet the ship, get my stuff from the ship, and then go back to the airport to catch the flight that I've already paid for to get me back home. But look, maybe they abandoned their stuff. Who knows? But again, they're on their own. Justina says, Carnival, excuse me, everybody, Carnival has your stuff, but they don't send it to you for free. So yeah, I guess that's an option as well, but you're going to pay. All right, another bite of pizza. We want it hot.
Yes, it's really good.
Oh yeah. Man, one thing I can always count on: good food. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to have pizza during one of the shows. We'll have to pre-order it because we're going to need like 30 of them. All right.
Easily.
All right, so as I said earlier, tomorrow's going to be the rest of the public areas. So deck 12 and up, 12, 14, 15. So we'll show you all of that, and we'll do a bit of a wrap up, and then it is back to dry land. And so then probably on Sunday we'll come on with a little bit of the news, as well as I don't know, maybe a best of year, worst of year. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but we'll probably be on this Sunday as well. One last time, do us a huge favor, y'all. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, become part of the 12-man clan. It's for you, costs you absolutely nothing. It really does help out the channel. We appreciate it.
It does, and thank you all for the thumbs up.
Yep.
Definitely appreciate it.
We are live for those who are just joining us now, because I know a bunch of you just came in. We're sitting here on the back of deck 11. Behind us is obviously the Tides pool there on deck 10. That's you can't see it, but our camera's right there. In fact, here, I can just do this. I have the ability. You can see it on the pole right there. There's our camera right there, looking down onto deck 10. And we're just sitting right here, right outside the aft elevators here on deck 11. And so very, very windy night, but it's not raining, thank the Lord.
Yeah, we would not be doing well in the rain.
No, definitely not at all. So, and we're having some pizza. So, give me a second. I'm going to take a bite.
Yeah, the pizza on Carnival, it is really good, guys. Really good. So we're enjoying it a little bit while it's still hot.
Oh, I don't know why Royals pizza can't be this good. Carol wants to know what's our next cruise. Carol, we're going to be going. That's our next cruise. It's a secret. Allie says, Tim and I have been watching your symphony videos.
Oh, yay.
Catch up before our next cruise in March. Awesome.
Nice.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Here, let's go ahead and put this down.
Okay.
I think enough for now.
All righty.
All right, everybody. We've had a fantastic time with you guys again tonight. We appreciate each and every one of you for being here with us live on the Carnival Horizon. It has been a windy night, but we have endured. Somehow my battery managed to charge up enough to get here. Tomorrow night, probably because we have to pack our cabin up and stuff to leave our luggage out, we probably will be broadcasting from our cabin. Because if it's anything like the last time, Lisa's like packing luggage and throwing it out while we're live, because we can't seem to get it done ahead of time.
No, no, we can't.
So anyway, Carol's like, she's laughing at my. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's a secret. We told you all. We're not going to tell you where and when. Though we did in one show give out all the cruise lines we were going to go on, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
We just didn't tell them when.
We just didn't say when and where.
Yeah. So anyway, God bless you guys. Love each and every single one of you. We will see you all back right here, but probably in our cabin tomorrow night for our last live show from the Carnival Horizon. We don't have to go home, but we got to get the out of here. Peace. You thank us now.